Well, who here doesn't understand what cloud computing is? Just leave the room, because we're going to go way over your head. So the idea of what is the cloud, there ain't no such thing. So we'll still define it. There's nothing new under the sun. The idea is that it's not a new technology, it's not a new methodology, and it's not a new architecture. What it actually is, though, is just a new delivery system for all this stuff. And by the way, how many of you use Google or Yahoo? You're already a pioneer in cloud computing. So this is the way to talk to your business people. Let them know they're already there. They got Gmail. And then they become less afraid when you start talking about enterprise cloud computing. So if you want a definition, well, NIST has the most neutral definition of cloud computing. From infrastructure as a service to platform as a service to software as a service. And the key to all of that is this notion of elasticity, rapid elasticity. As Abby was saying earlier, you don't need to go to IT and wait for someone for 6 months to develop a new app. Pull out your credit card and go out to the web as a business user, and you've got your solution ready. So the best definitions are from NIST. In addition to the delivery models they have, they also show and describe the deployment models. The data center consolidation is basically private clouds or virtual private clouds. You've got public clouds, services offered by every vendor on the planet, and then you have hybrids between the two. And one of my favorites that's going to be imported to the business world are community clouds, where a number of companies come together to form a value chain that's a multi-company extended enterprise, and what they're able to do is create their own firewall around that group of companies. So these are some of the deployment models. When you're talking to business people, what I try to say in business terms is cloud computing is nothing more than the real internet, or that which the internet was meant to be in the first place. An endless network of computers made up of networks of computers. Or even shorter, the cloud is the computer. Remember in 1984, the network is the computer? George Gage's son? Well, good idea, but it's hard to do it with 300 baud dial-up. So the real critical factor that's made this knee in the curve hit is the fact we now have a reasonable amount of broadband. Well, so what? I like what The Economist wrote a couple years back, that, yeah, it's going to get geeks excited. Everyone's in the data center consolidation, but the real thing is how it will change the way people work and companies operate. Because in the past, IT was about productivity. With the cloud, this one shared computer for the whole world, for people and companies alike, it's now all about collaboration. It's about a shared information base. It's about collective intelligence, the wisdom of crowds, social networking, and crowdsourcing. So it's a big shift away from what we used to know, and it's short. Some people, by the way, just call it time-sharing 2.0. So the point being, where we're at right now is one shared world, one shared computer, and one shared information base. So what? Big deal, right? What it allows us to do is to build a business operations platform. It allows us to take BPM into the cloud. It no longer has to be your company's BPM or your ERP system that's proprietary inside your firewall. We're able to create these community business networks and a business operating system. And this platform then allows multiple companies to come together, because that's the way the world works today. You're no longer a monolithic single company. You're involved in a value chain, in what we call an ecosystem. What did I just say? Put your business in the cloud? Whoa. This is what's going on in the boardroom. They're going, huh? That's my home, by the way. You can see the cloud down there. Well, no, we've been listening to this guy who 2 years ago said, what the hell is cloud computing? This is complete rubbish. It's gibberish. It's insane. When is this idiocy going to stop? And what is the biggest fear? Security. What was the biggest fear when the internet came along? Same set of fears. A programmer friend of mine used to be with Borders. rapping with him, we're not doing that stuff. Barnes & Noble, the same idea. What happened? They got Amazon. This is the same fear set that's coming about. And if you really need to pack some quick ammo in, go out to the Jericho Forum, which is a part of TOGAF, the open group, or go pick up Tom Meyer's book on cloud security and privacy. Really good stuff. Because that's the first thing you have to address. And in many cases, by the way, security can be enhanced by the cloud. Because IBM and its clouds, Amazon, they've got the real top professionals in all these technical areas. Whereas your little company, good luck on hiring a really top-notch security guy. So even with all these fears, I mentioned GE doing its big consolidation. And at AMR Research, Mickey Riza says, wait a minute, when GE goes outside its firewall to innovate, the rest of you guys better listen up. Because yesterday it was the internet. Today it's the intercloud.